YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Coach Rob 619 back with a short video. As you can see, I'll be discussing the hype train, Insurrection Pure. I wasn't going to touch on this video because, as most of you guys know that's been following me for a while, I touched on Fresco around this time last year, January. Today's March 15th. And, I was recently sent the Insurrection Pure and Insurrection Dark by a subscriber, and he's like, "Look, Rob, there's a lot of hype going on about this fragrance. Being that you smelled Fresco and Aventus, I want your opinion on Insurrection. Did you think it smells closer to Aventus than Fresco, or do you think Fresco was a better clone? Because the person that sent me my sample, he never smelled Fresco. So I was like, you know what, man, let me just do it. He asked me if I smelled his Insurrection. I was like, no, I never smelled it. He sent me some samples. He sent me like 20 mils of Insurrection and like 10 mils of the dark version. So I got it the other day, and here goes the 10 mil sample that he sent me. And right now I have on Insurrection on my left, Fresco on my right. Now, when he sent me these fragrances, as soon as I got it, I sprayed it on, and I was like, okay, yeah, it smells like Aventus. And Insurrection Pure, it does smell like Aventus. Just like Fresco smells like Aventus, in my opinion. Now, to put the disclaimer out there, none of these, Insurrection nor Fresco, is 100% clone of Aventus. None of these smell better than Aventus. None of these perform better than Aventus. None of these have better longevity. None of these have better projection. Aventus beats them out in every single category. So let's just put that out there, because I hate when a person watches a video like this. Oh, it doesn't have the ashiness as Aventus. It doesn't have the complexity. Okay, let's squash that. Put that out there first. This is not Aventus. This is something that smells very similar to Aventus. And at this point, I'm even getting tired of the clones. I don't even want Aventus anymore, because it's just, to me, even though it's no knock on Aventus. I mean, Aventus is a great fragrance. If you're a person out there that likes that scent, or you're a person out there that you're looking for that one fragrance to like take on all seasons, to be that signature scent, to be that scent to wear in the winter, to be that scent to wear in the spring, and just do it for you, or that special occasion scent, Aventus is still the king at that, in my opinion. It's still one of the best. And when I shot my Fresco video like a year ago, I was just bringing an alternative for those who don't want to shell out $330 for Aventus, which I would never do to this point. I still wouldn't have paid $330 for Aventus. It's not worth that to me. There's great fragrances you can buy for $150. And speaking of $150, now you can buy Aventus for $150 or lower. Now Aventus is kind of been in the game long enough to where now you can find alternatives. Today you can go to fragrancenet.com, and matter of fact, I have it up right now. You can buy 8.4 flacon of Aventus for $305. You can buy 1 ounce of Aventus for $100. You can buy a 2.5 ounce bottle of Aventus for $157, and you can buy a 4 ounce for $217. So at this point, a $150 bottle, a 2.5 of Aventus, to me, it should be doable to some, and to me, it's worth that price. It's definitely worth $150. So at this point, you really don't have to go to the clones or the alternatives. You might as well just get you a legit bottle of Aventus, and put that in your closet or put that in your drawer, and have that as your special occasion scent if that price is a little bit still too steep for you. But obviously, if you don't want to, you got Fresco, you got Insurrection. So let me jump into this Insurrection real quick. And the main difference is, and with this Insurrection, you can get it for around $30. I think Fresco is about $25. I seen this from like 30 to like, I think 35, 40 was the most I seen this Insurrection Pure for. And to get into what it smells like, you're gonna get that Aventus vibe. And to be honest, to me, this is better than Fresco. Fresco is still on the extreme light, subtle version of Aventus, but I kind of like the Fresco opening a little better than the Insurrection, because to me the Fresco opening, it captures the pineapple a little bit better, but from there it's real thin. It's real subtle, kind of close to the skin. Doesn't perform nearly as well as Aventus. Now with this Insurrection, it has more body than Fresco. On my skin, it opens up more of a citrusy, like lemon pineapple blend. It's not really a real thick pineapple like you would get, depending on what batch you get of Aventus, but like the batch most of us enjoy. It doesn't have like a real deep pineapple scent, but that pineapple scent is there. But to me, what shines in this Insurrection is the dry down. The dry down is way better than Fresco's dry down. Like what happens with Fresco, that pineapple just kind of fades off into the distance, and it stays on your skin real light. It kind of dries down to a subtle musky, like a white musk with a pineapple in the back, dry down, and it pretty much stay there. It doesn't develop into like a sweetness. It doesn't develop into like a smokiness, no vanilla, birch, any of that. So you just pretty much get Aventus top. Insurrection, that dry down is pretty good because once it starts off, with that little subtle pineapple, the subtle citrus, it develops into like a sweet, almost a vanilla-like fragrance on my skin with the pineapple in the background. A couple hours in, I get like a wood that develops. So to me, it's more of a sweeter version of Aventus without the complexity of the regular Aventus. Now, do I feel this is worth the $30 that they're asking? Definitely. This is definitely worth the 30 bucks. And it definitely smells very close to Aventus. If I could put the smell, the clone, you know what I mean, the duplication of Aventus on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being it smells exactly like Aventus, I would give this a 6. If that gives you, what I'm saying, any indication. I would give Fresco a 5. So this does smell closer to Aventus than Fresco does, but this is still not Aventus. Great clone, great, similar vibe and smell. It does smell good. I can't pick up what that note is. There's something in here. It just has this cologne vibe. It just has this like something in it that's unique to Insurrection that Aventus doesn't have. It's just something that's unique to this fragrance. Just like most Creed fragrances, they have like that. I don't know if it's the ambergris in it, or they just have this unique freshness that is you can't duplicate. No other house duplicates that freshness like Creed. And so even if these fragrances come close, they just can't duplicate that Creed signature like backbone. And that's what all these clones will be lacking. Or maybe what you can do, I mean, put all of them together. Put Insurrection, Fresco, and there's another clone out there. I can't think of the name of it. Put them all together, you might have the perfect Aventus clone. But right now, they're getting better. Each fragrance that comes out that smells like Aventus, it gets better than the last. So to conclude this quick video, Insurrection Pure does smell very similar to Aventus, but it ain't Aventus. So if that's what you're looking for, the prices are right now on Aventus on FragranceNet. There's other online retailers that you could probably find Aventus at now. The price is right. So I would recommend people buy you a 2.5 ounce bottle of Aventus for 150, and you're good. You ain't got to worry about does it smell like it, does it share the same complexity, because none of them do. They just don't. Great alternatives, but they're not Aventus. So that's my take on it. I hope that kind of clears some stuff up for you guys. I didn't really want to jump on this hype train because if it's just I would just rather get the bottle at this point because the price is just right. But anyway, depending on what the ladies say, determines what I spray. Peace.